Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jessica Moore. Right now, Israel is deciding how to respond one day after Iran launched hundreds of drones and missiles directly toward it. The Israeli Defense Forces say most of the weapons were intercepted. And tonight, President Biden maintains the U.S. will not participate in a counterattack. CBS 2's Lisa Rozner joins us live in studio now with the latest on today's developments. Lisa?
Well, Jessica, the U.S. is one of several countries trying to de-escalate the situation. Congressional leaders, including U.S. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York, spoke with the president today about what's unfolding. The Israeli military released footage Sunday of damage to the grounds of an airbase caused by Iran's Saturday attacks by air. Iran launched the offensive in response to a strike widely blamed on Israel that hit an Iranian consular building in Syria earlier this month and killed 2 Iranian generals.
Last night was a proof that Iran seeks escalation. Iran launched over 350 threats. Ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, rockets, and suicide drones towards Israel, and also other countries in the region could have got that threat on the way. Iran doesn't just pose a threat to Israel, Iran poses a threat to the entire Middle East.
New video released by the Israeli Defense Forces shows how fighter jets intercepted Iranian drones and missiles headed towards Israel. Israel said it intercepted 99% of some 300 drones and missiles fired towards the country, and that the U.S., the United Kingdom, and Jordan helped in that effort. An IDF spokesperson says Iran's attacks were launched from Iran, Iraq, Yemen, and Hezbollah in Lebanon.
More than 300 missiles and drones. They wanted to cause damage, no question about that. But they were utterly unsuccessful in doing so. The president's made it clear we're not looking for a war with Iran. We're not looking for a broader regional conflict. And everything we've been doing since the 7th has been designed to prevent that outcome.
Following the attack, President Joe Biden held a phone call with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. CBS News has learned Biden told Netanyahu that the U.S. would not participate in a reprisal strike on Iran. U.S. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York spoke with Biden by phone Sunday and echoed that sentiment, but said there is legislation to financially support Israel's defense systems.
The fact that the United States and Israel were cooperating, and this was in planning for weeks, shows that our commitment to Israel's security is ironclad. The fact that it was not only the United States and Israel, but some of our allies, like France, like England, and even some of the Arab nations participating, showed that Iran is becoming more and more isolated in its evil actions. And that is bodes well for the future. Israel expended about over $1 billion in defending itself, and the security supplemental would replenish that kind of aid for the kind of anti-missile and anti-drone defenses that are embodied in the Arrow, in the David Sling, and in the Iron Dome.
President Biden met with G7 leaders via teleconference Sunday over Iran's unprecedented attack. Biden is under increasing pressure over Israel's response in Gaza to the October 7th attack and is hoping to avoid escalation to a wider regional conflict. Now, Iran's mission to the UN wrote on social media it does not plan any further attacks, but warned the U.S. to not get involved. The IDF says it has plans approved for offensive and defensive action, but it is also still focused on its mission in Gaza to rescue hostages. Jessica.
Complicated situation. All right, Lisa, thank you.